everybody? Welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday, December 4th, 2023. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. Got to hang out with your friends, your family, kick some ass, get some things done. Just have an all-around great weekend because, hey, you got to enjoy that time off. If you had time off, if you're working, I hope you busted your ass and got some shit done because you got to do that too every once in a while, don't you? Anyways, as always, everybody, welcome back my lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, welcome back to Kruse Control. How you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. How was your weekend?
Stressful, but you know, fine, good. I'm here. Everything's great. I made it through.
Made it happen.
Hi, Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
Hi, GR. Hi, Colossus Rex.
Made it come together. Made it come together. Colossus Rex is back too. That's sweet. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi, Queen.
Appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here.
You too.
Peppy, you gotta say hi, anybody?
Hey, Queen. Love you, girl.
Peppy's got a crush, I think.
I think he does. I think he does. But also joining us back on Kruse Control, you know him from another podcast, IPA Sessions podcast, going to video format very soon. He's got a Christmas special coming up too. Everybody, welcome back to the program, Mr. K. Jacob. How you doing, Jacob?
Hey.
How's it, man?
Let me get centered here. Hey, thanks for having me back, man. It's been great. I love doing this, and yeah, IPA is going to video soon. We announced it last week. Thank you for letting me use your show to tell all of your hundreds of fans, soon to be thousands of subscribers. So I really appreciate you bringing me on, man. I love doing this. So thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do videos so I can get 1,000 subscribers. I love it.
Nice. You'll get there, man. It's
great
honestly,
practice.
I feel like it's kind of crazy, like 824 subscribers right now. It's gone up a lot the past week, so it's just nuts. I love people checking it out. You know, we're having a good time. We're just making some fun programming for people. You know.
That's a 200 jump within the last month because it was Halloween. You had the sweet 666.
666.
So like
yeah.
within 1 month, 200 jumps. That's insane, dude. Congrats.
It's just going faster and faster. Fingers crossed when we reach that 1,000, you know, get monetized by the end of the year. We'll see. You know, it's wishful thinking, but it's, you know, I believe we can do it together, everybody. I believe it. Thanks for being back, Jacob. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Jacob, everybody. Also joining us back on Kruse Control, everybody, from Film Vets himself, Mr. Paul Allen Dixon. Paul, how you doing, man? What's going on?
I'm doing good. I had a pretty good weekend. You know, now that the strike's over, things are picking up, but I got to be in the 48-hour film festival here in LA, and our film was chosen as the best of LA. So we won some award that I will not be there to be part of, unfortunately, but I'm not the director or anything. So I'm just an actor. I'm just a piece of, I'm a cog. So
Brian, give that man confetti. Give him his confetti.
You know what? It's a very important part, Paul, and you deserve confetti too. So hold on. The program, I'm still working out the confetti thing. I think actually you deserve some balloons. Why not some balloons, right? A little cheer.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Thank you. This is better than the Oscars. I'd like to thank my grandma. You know, it was, you know, we got a lot of laughs. I play like a zombie manager, and I'm like showing the new girl around the office and introducing her to the other staff who are also zombies. It was a really fun experience.
That's awesome.
I got a lot of people loved it. So hopefully I'll get to release it online pretty soon, and people can see how stupid I am. So
no, come on. Those are crazy. I mean, people know it's like you have 48 hours pretty much, right? You put the whole project together, you know, cast it and then film it and then edit it and then actually air it. It's really hard to do. So kudos, man. It's fucking awesome you did that. It's great. And then you get in those kind of
I'm not trying to downplay actors, Colossus, but I do feel like when it comes to filmmakers, I feel like such a small part of it because they do so much work behind the scenes. So I just love giving credit to people that work so hard behind the scenes to make it good, you know?
Yeah. And you have to.
Make it happen,
Everyone's
period.
a part
Modest
of it.
as
Everybody's a part of it.
fuck.
It's good being modest. Well, thank you for being back here, Paul. Can't wait to talk some more. It's going to be a fun night. Appreciate you. Good to see you, man. Also back, everybody. You heard him for a second, but Pep Star himself is here. Peppy, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Thank you, Brian. Happy to be back on Kruse Control. We are going to have a great show today because Pep Star is on. Happy to see all my peoples back in the chat. What's up, guys? Hey, Paul A. Love the film vets. Hey, K. Jacob. What up, dog?
What up, Pep Star?
Welcome back. Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
He's having a good time. He's having a great time. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, but there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening, really. The pep star, he is the pep star, Queen. He is the pep star, and nobody else is like him. He self-added that to himself. He's like, I'm going to be the pep star from now on. I'm like, good for him, right?
Colossus Rex, you're the man.
Oh, yeah, one more shout out to Colossus Rex out there. Happy loves him, too. Welcome back,
Missed you.
Colossus
Thank
Rex.
you for coming back.
Yeah, he missed you.
Oh, there you
Ben.
go. Look, perfect timing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control tonight. And it wouldn't be a Monday unless there was some breaking news. All right, the very first thing I want to dive right into is I want to talk about Followers of the Killer, or Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm just backwards that. Killers of the Flower Moon, everybody. It's coming out to Apple TV Plus tomorrow, December 5th. So if you haven't checked it out in theaters yet, you can now watch it at home on your couch from Apple TV Plus. Made 154.4 million so far in theaters, which is huge because this was really just released so people could see it in theaters for a second. Award ceremony, limited release, and it was a $200 million budget. So they did very well releasing to theaters. I bet they're pretty stoked about that, which I would be too if I were them. Like, honestly, like to take that to theaters, and a lot of times these movies go there, they don't do that well. It did great. And honestly, I can't wait to watch it. I didn't see it in theaters yet. I want to see it because Apple TV Plus. I hear that a lot. Apple TV Plus is doing a lot of stuff that's great. They are, K. Jacob, but they're also letting go of things too because Central Park is canceled. So if you've been watching this at all, they did 3 seasons over there. Josh Gad produced this. He was the main voice of Birdie on the program, animated, and he just put it out there. So everybody, sadly, it is done. And it followed the lives of characters who are trying to change their whole town's trying to be changed by an elder Ernest who comes in and tries to gentrify the whole town, make it differently, and they're trying to save and preserve the town. And apparently Apple said 3 seasons was enough. We're done with you. And unfortunately, if you're a fan of the show, it is gone. But as that goes away, something that we've talked about before is actually happening, and there's more news about it. Is I Am Legend 2, because Will Smith actually was in an interview and he said, hey, everybody, I have been talking to Michael B. Jordan. We are moving forward. He's sending me a script. We're having a conversation tomorrow and we're going to figure out the details. The script is done for it and it's going to take place with the DVD ending. He said that too. He confirmed that, just we heard before as rumors. So in the ending, he actually lived, and they go into the book series more about how the zombies started to become more sentient, a new race of human beings. And they're going to go off that more and away from the ending they had in the original because it just was, close. There was no need for it. But the script is done. They're ready for it. The script is also done for Superman Legacy because James Gunn came forward and said it's done. It's 99.9% done. He had it written before the strikes, and he's excited to get moving on this production now. Everyone's also asking him about the Batman, Brave and the Bold. What's going on with that? There's rumors on there. The script is done too. They'll be moving forward. Muschietti directing, and he said, no, guys. Hit the brakes. Bad rumor. It's not true. There's no script yet. So he's still working on that, but he does have Superman Legacy ready to go. And everyone wants James Gunn to save the DCU. And I think he might be able to do it, but can Urkel save Christmas? That's my next question, because there's an Urkel movie out, everybody. And you're right. Family Matters. Steve Urkel, animated movie. Jalil White himself back as Urkel doing the voice for this. And apparently they had it done for a while. And when the merger went through with Warner Brothers, they said, we're going to scrap it. And they just put it to the shelf. And it was done in 2022 or 2022, and they were going to release it. And then they got to the shelf, but now it's coming out for this holiday season. And so I'm kind of excited to see if this is going to be good or not. The trailer's out. You can check it out. You can actually watch it now. It is out. And can Urkel actually save Christmas? It's a long time since 1989 when it actually started. So to me, good for Joe White. He came back, and honestly, I didn't think he ever would be Urkel again. And he did it. They had to do some kind of like soft work on his voice so it would sound younger. But, good for him. Honestly, I'm excited because to be a child actor and to grow up and actually be able to go back to your roots, it's huge. Look at Macaulay Culkin. He's got the star, Walk of Fame right now. Hollywood Walk of Fame, he's got a star. Good for him. After all these years, he got his star on Friday, and he was pretty excited about it. He had him, was there with his wife, and also like a bunch of people came out for him. Of course, his brothers Rory and Quinn Culkin came out. Natasha Lyonne came also on, and she was from the show Party Monster from that. So she was there to support him. Like I said, his wife, and also Paris Jackson was there too to support him, and Seth Green. So they came out, and at the very end of it, he says, thank you so much. He was so excited about it, but he says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, which I'm like, pretty good, Macaulay. Pretty good. Nice. But my question for the group is like, where's his memoir? I hear about all these memoirs recently about these child actors or like Britney Spears. Like, what the hell? Like, why don't we have Michelle Williams just narrate his? Because why not? Michelle Williams is back in the news anyways. She could do it. She did Britney. She could do Macaulay Culkin's. Why not? But she's back in the news because she's doing a new series called Dying for Sex. That's right. Dying for Sex. Now, this is, again, based off a podcast, a limited series moving forward for FX and 20th television. And they've been trying to do this for a few years. In 2017, they start kicking it around. But it's the story of a woman diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's about to die. And she's been with her husband for 15 years. She leaves him, and she decides to go on this road trip with her best friend and just live out her life and get a little bit of, explore with her sexuality a little bit while she's out there, too, because she knows she's going to die. So, and her friend follows her on the path for the whole time. And Michelle Williams is going to be starring this project for FX. And to the very bitter end, there's going to go this show, right to the end, to her death. So pretty dramatic, pretty sad, but it might be a great project for Michelle Williams, because if you're going to be with your friend and you know your friend's going to die, stick with them till the end. Because if you go to the end, go to the end. Because George Santos can't go to the end, though, everybody. So George Santos has been kicked out of the House of Representatives. And this is not entertainment. Well, it is now, because there's a movie coming. So in case you were wondering, George Santos, there's a whole movie. It's been in development for a second. It's based off a book that was just published November 28th. And it's going to follow us. HBO Films is doing this. But it's going to follow George Santos's career. And it's called The Fabulous, the Lying, Hustling, Drifting, Stealing, and Very American Legend of George Santos. And what is his career, Sabrina? From this Long Island, just running all the way up into being in the House.
Right, so it's been like 5 minutes. Just
5 minutes, yep. So they're going to tell the whole story. HBO's doing it. Honestly, do we need this? I don't care about this at all. It's in the news everywhere, so I think people are just like, it's interesting. Let's do a story on George Santos. Let's do a movie. Let's jump on that gun because he just got kicked out. But to me, I'm like, come on, do something better. Do something better. Like, I love what they're doing with Only Murders in the Building. That's been great. That's a great series. Continue doing this, which they are going to do that. And now it's going to go to ABC. So going to prime time from Hulu.
Syndication, baby.
For syndication, you are right. For syndication, I've been trying to do this for a while, and they finally moved forward. Starting in January, this will be airing. They're going to throw 3 episodes the first, and they're going to have them weekly come out until they're all out. So they're starting with the first season. Get it out there. So if you don't have Hulu, you haven't been able to check out this great show, you can check it out on ABC. Queen's like, who? George Santos. Yeah, it's a big political thing. It's dumb. But if you love Only Murders in the Building, you probably won't watch it now. But if you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. They're all coming out there. It's starting in January. So check it out. And it's going to be airing at 9 p.m. when it does come out. So good for them, because honestly, they're solving crimes. They're getting to the bottom of things as the court is trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with Jonatan Majors, because we went to court again, everybody. This is day 1 with the jury. So we already had a few days. They got the jury together. They figured all that out. They had opening statements today, and it's 2 different stories. So I'm not going to go too deep into it, but if you listen to both stories, like the defense says pretty much this whole incident was just very quickly done. It's like they were in the taxi cab. Now, he does not deny that he was texting another girl and saying, I would like to be kissing you right now. Doesn't deny that, but the story varies from there. The defense says that she grabbed his phone and started ripping at him, punching him, slapping him, ripped a button off his jacket and kicking at him. And then she got out of the car, and then she fell over, and he had to carry her very carefully back into the car and put her back in the car. And then after that, she went out with some strangers, went out partying all night, gallivanting, they said. It was just partying and dancing with strangers at a club, and she was not injured, and she's just trying to ruin his career that is just starting off right now and blowing up. And they go to her story. Now, her story is very different. She said that she did see the text too. And then on top of that, he started hitting at her. She went to grab the phone. He started hitting at her, slapping her. That's where the injuries came from, she said. She tried around the car. He grabbed her, and she said it was like a quarterback throwing him back in the car and throwing her back in the car and trying to force her to go with him. She got out with these people, ran away. And then she came home later, and he called 911. So that whole back end story is pretty much the same. Like, she got home, he didn't go, he went to a hotel room. He eventually came home, found her there, had a bus in the door, he said, and then she was passed out. So he called 911 thinking that it was a suicide thing. They're saying it wasn't a suicide thing. There's a lot of he said, she said right here. Now, it'll be up to the jury to find out what actually happens with this. Of course, it's only day 1. They start witnesses today. It's very exciting for people that are looking for the next Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. This is very much in line with that. And they'll probably all end up on Celebrity Jeopardy eventually, just doing their own thing, because Celebrity Jeopardy is coming back next year, and it's moving to Tuesdays. So a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. It's interesting, though, all these court cases coming forward. I don't think we need a George Santos thing. I'm just saying, guys, I don't think we need it. And, Jonatan Majors is too early, but it's 2 different tales. And so it'll be up to the jury. Now, there's also evidence they're saying they're going to release, like her talking to the cops, and they're not going to let the audio play, but they're going to show that whole progression of events in video format. And the prosecution's also saying that they have video of her outside the car, and it doesn't show him, carefully picking her up, but throwing her back in the car. So it'll be interesting to see. And they're also saying the whole thing is like a whole case of over the last 2 years, he was just like beating her down mentally until he physically got involved with her in March. So a lot of breaking news. It's bad time for Marvel fans when it comes to that. But it's also like it's our justice system. We got to find out if this is true or not, and we have to let it go through its progress and see what happens. But crazy breaking news today, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm so excited to have you here. And with all the breaking news, as always, I want all of my guests to have 1 minute on that clock. We'll like to call Hot All right, everybody, it is time for some hot takes. Now, this is that time again. We put 1 minute on the clock. Everyone gets to break down all of their hot takes and all the breaking news that went down this past day. And they have 1 minute, and not in 1 minute, the clock blows up, they get it wrong, the bomb blows up, and they're done with their time. Or maybe they get a big celebration because they actually made it. You're right, Queen. Who knows? Maybe he's innocent. Honestly, it tells two tales. So for me, I'm waiting to hear more facts. I mean, I've been very much like you hear things and you think, oh, it's going to be like this. But then you guys take a step back and just wait to see all the facts play out, which we will. But a lot of breaking news. And I can't wait for these hot takes. There'll be a lot of hot takes today. Yes. So Sabrina, who's going first? I did this last time. I'm going to let you choose. Who's going first today with their hot takes?
Jacob.
Okay,
I'm on it.
Jacob.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Sabrina was ready for that. She's like, please, yes, I'm gonna have K Jacob go first. So K Jacob, you got all the facts, you got all the situations, you know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. I'm queuing up your hot takes clock. All right, putting that minute on the clock. Are you ready for some hot takes? Okay. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right. Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm really excited that it's finally going to be streaming on TV because it is a long movie, but it's a fantastic movie, so enjoy it from the comfort of your couch. Central Park. Unfortunately, I haven't heard of it, but I love Josh Gad. I guess I'll go watch the episodes that are out now since it's been canceled and enjoy what they made. I Am Legend 2. That's cool. I'll check it out. I'll watch it, but on one condition. Let's bring Mike Patton back to do all the creature voices, and let's let him do the voices for the sentient mutants. James Gunn. I love him. I love anything he does. Next topic. Urkel Saves Christmas. Urkel may save Christmas, but if Stefan shows up, it's definitely getting saved. Macaulay Culkin gets that start. It's about goddamn time. Michelle Williams dying for sex. I do not fucking care. You guys know my point on these podcasts and celebrities. Celebrities, stay in your lane. Only Murders in the Building. Great that it's getting syndication. George Santos, don't give a fuck. Jonathan Majors, all I want to know is, did he bring his Bible for the day 2 trial?
He did.
Celebrity Jeopardy, I don't know what that is, but cool. As long as they're not doing podcasts. Hey!
Oh, everybody! He beat the clock! He made it!
Nice.
Oh, yeah! Threw it out the window! K Jacob won!
Wonderful.
Throw him out the window, have a good time. K Jacob, great hot takes, man. You made it!
Just real quick, Jacob. I have a K Jacob. I'm sorry. I have a quick question for you. You don't know what Celebrity Jeopardy is? Like, do you think that with your giant brain you could deduce that it's fucking the show Jeopardy with celebrities?
I'm from the South.
You know what Jeopardy is, right? Though you have seen
Well, who
Jeopardy,
doesn't
or
love
at least
Jeopardy?
heard of Jeopardy.
Yeah, but I don't know
So
what
Celebrity Jeopardy, it seems to
Nah.
reason, would be the same thing with celebrities,
care.
right?
Nah, I mean, yes, that makes sense, but
Yes,
I don't
sir.
care.
I'm from
don't
the
care.
South too. I know of Celebrity Jeopardy, but I don't watch it.
See, thank you.
I didn't say you had to
A little
watch
bit
it.
there. There we go.
I said, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, come on, man. You could deduce that.
I always think of the one with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Paul, that's why you have
Oh,
to write
oh my
that.
so
God.
good.
Saturday Night Live,
That's
so much better.
good.
And Sean
That's so
Connery.
good.
Oh, that's
I'll
good.
take-
Oh, that. Yeah. That's good.
I'll take the tits now, Trebek.
Let's now.
Anal bum covers.
Titus.
That's so awesome.
That's not what your mother said
You done
last
lost
night.
your mind.
Come on, Peps. Come on. But yeah, great hot takes, K Jacob.
Yeah, good
Appreciate
job.
you. You made it. You got the clock. You beat it. Feeling good. So Sabrina, since you chose K Jacob, I think you're gonna go next. You ready for your hot takes?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm doing some chats.
Doing some chats, getting in there.
Lexi's got jokes.
Oh,
She got
Lexi.
jokes. I had no idea Jacob was.
The worst, Lexi, but I still love you.
All right, Sabrina. As always, I'm gonna put the minute on the clock right now. Are you ready for your hot takes?
Yep.
All right. Hot
Can't
takes
wait.
in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, Killers of the Flower Moon. I agree with Jacob on this. Like, it's a lot to go sit in a movie theater for that long, and I'm definitely gonna have to get up and pee at least once, so I'll miss something. I like that it's home. I could pause it. Awesome. Central Park. Never heard of it. I usually like animated stuff, but I have not checked this out, so we'll see what happens with that. I Am Legend 2. I don't need it. It was a long time ago, and nobody fucking cares. He died. He fucking died. So if there's a DVD ending where he didn't die, like, who? I didn't see that. Like, that's fucking weird. Just leave it alone. I don't know why people are doing dumb shit. Superman Legacy, cool, awesome, can't wait to see it. Super excited about some of the cast people that he chose, so that's exciting. SeaWorld Christmas movie, hard fucking pass. Talk about something that's way too old, no thank you. Macaulay Culkin, star on the Walk of Fame, awesome, love it. Love fucking Home Alone, one of my favorite Christmas movies. Dying for Sex with Michelle Williams, I don't know, she's a great actress, I'll probably watch it. George Santos, tiny career, stupid asshole, don't want to watch a movie about him. Only Murders in the Building, great, love that show, perfect. Jonathan Majors, I don't know, looking like he did it. The judge is not allowing that extra evidence in there though, so who knows. And Celebrity Jeopardy, I'm like, Jacob, I know what it is, but I don't want to watch it.
Oh, she made it! She made it, everybody!
Yeah! The queen reigns supreme as always.
I did it.
You made it! You made it, Sabrina!
I like the confetti. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Very fancy.
So, I don't know what's going on with this. Being a little weird. I don't
There's
think you
so
hear the
much
music,
confetti,
everybody.
it's fucking up the screen. I love it.
It's screwing everything up. That's what
I
happens
liked
when you
it.
get,
I like being
It's
cascaded
worth
in
it.
things.
It's
when
worth
you get
it.
hot takes. Everything goes nuts, but it's all for the greater good of the show. It really is. It really...
I give you that. I just started doing this because I'm the only person that has the ability to make things pop up on the screen, and you were jealous. You had to take it away from me. That's what happened.
Peppy, hey, calm down, man. Calm down.
She
Don't
had
take it
one
aside.
job, Brian, and you took it away. What's wrong
Yep,
with you?
you're right. I mean, he's like, she gets to make fireworks.
sir.
I want to make fireworks.
Ah, there's fireworks.
Well, at this time, everybody, it's time for Paul's hot takes.
All right,
Paul,
Paul, you got this. Make us rednecks look good.
Are you as stoked as everybody else? Are you ready for these hot takes?
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay, I'm gonna put that minute on the
You
clock.
sound super confident, bro.
And we're gonna go.
Yep,
Hot
yep,
takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Killers of the Flower Moon looks great. Didn't see it. Couldn't go without some kind of intermission. Glad I got to watch it at home. Central Park. Didn't watch more than one episode. Didn't think it was bad. Didn't care though. I Am Legend 2. Who cares? It's been so long. James Gunn script updates. Great. Love James Gunn. Everything he does is wonderful. Urkel, weird. Sure, won't watch it. Macaulay Culkin gets star about fucking time. Michelle Williams Dying for Sex picked up. I'm definitely going to watch that. Only Murders in the Building airing. Sure. George Santos, please don't. Jonathan Majors, please don't be guilty. Celebrity Jeopardy, don't care.
Oh,
Wow,
look at
way
that.
early.
Paul got it. And Paul got it so fast. I
I got
wasn't even ready for him.
15
So
seconds left. All right, I also want to say they need to concentrate on making less things about George Santos in general. I don't want to hear anything about that man ever again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell him.
Hot mess, that guy is.
I think, Paul, I think you got it. I think
He
you got
broke the
everybody.
clock.
What do you think? He broke the clock. Oh, we're still giving him some balloons. Hot takes. Made it.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, what's up, John?
We miss you.
Hell yeah, those are some great hot takes. I think we're like, he's done. He's done. What the heck? What's happening? Awesome, everybody. That's fun. See, that's what we're doing on Kruse Control. We're having a good time, and we're talking about the news. And of course, we just are having a great time. Great hot takes. Great hot
We're
takes.
The only
The balloons.
people on Monday.
I think this is the first show that we got all the guests got them.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
we're
think
breaking
you're right.
records.
Breaking records. I mean, it's
What,
awesome.
what about Pepe? What about Pepe? He
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
go.
I
Let's do it, Pepe.
Pepe.
I don't think Pepe's ready for hot take.
I've been asking him to do it, and you know what? He just keeps telling me no. He goes, I'm just going to hang out, though. He goes, I'm just going to be
He
here.
says,
That's all I'm gonna do.
play. I'm
Right.
not doing that.
Yeah, right. You right? Pepe, what do you think?
Not today, player. Not today.
Pepe.
All right.
Pepe,
Maybe next time,
come on.
Pepe. Maybe next time, right?
Damn, skip it.
Okay. All right, maybe next time. Maybe next time he'll do it. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, maybe we'll have to wait and see. Right, Pepe? Yeah.
Moving
he's-
on.
yeah.
Move
Okay,
on.
Okay, I'll move on. All right. Don't be pushy, Peps.
Sassafras.
Damn, Peps. But with that,
That's my
everybody,
job.
we got a lot to talk about tonight, so now it's time to get into it. All right, the very first big topic I want to talk about is Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is back in the news, and she came out. That's as easy as I can say it. She was doing a variety interview, and she was just talking, just normal, just having a conversation. You know, they're talking about how she's maybe like Woman of the Year. She's been doing so great. Her career's been just flourishing, and she's like, just out of nowhere, she said, I never really felt like I could relate to girls very well because girls were giving her a lot of hate. She said, I love them so much. I love them as people. I'm attracted to them as people. I'm attracted to them for real. And they're like, oh, and then she didn't even realize that she had said this. And they're doing another interview, like, do you know that you just came out? And she's like, no. And she's like, I'm still scared of women, by the way. I just think they're pretty. And she's like, I couldn't believe it. I can't believe any of this. And, you know, to her, it was really kind of cool if you think about it, that she just nonchalantly said this. I mean, honestly, does it affect her career? No. Does it affect anything? I don't think so. I just think it's like, she told everybody, she's like, I didn't think people realized that I wasn't gay, that I was gay. She's like, I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, she thought people already knew, that it was just like obvious. And to me, like, it's just people going nuts because people love drama. They love news like this. And I'm just excited that she's able to be herself and she put it out there. I know Sabrina loves her so much. So Sabrina, do you think that this could change her career at all by coming out, or do you think this will only help her career flourish even further?
I mean, I don't think it's either here nor there, and nor should it be. Like, no one's sexual preference or what they choose to do with their own personal time should have anything to do with their career. Sure, there are some people who are probably going to be assholes about it, but I doubt that any of those people are actually listening to her music. So I don't think it matters at all. And I encourage people to be who they are. Always. Yeah. I want everyone to be happy, and I think she's super fucking hot and super fucking talented, and fucking you go, girl. Okay, if you catch me on the streets, you'd be in trouble.
So give me this look, Sabrina.
Catch me on the street. She's adorable. Look at her. She's so fucking cute. I love her. And her music, she is so talented. Her and her brother are such an amazing team together. And it's like her music has such a wide range of songs, like from, you know, like things that are like very kind of like sad, almost like depressing. And then she has like the music that she sings to, let alone the lyrics that are fantastic. It just varies so much. And I really, really enjoy her. Even like my mother, who I've said this before, like I grew up listening to the Beatles and, you know, the Rolling Stones and fucking the Doors. And, you know, she's very, 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 very wide verse of music. I always grew up listening to great music. And I came home one time, I think like years ago, and when Billie Eilish, she was like 15 too, which is also, I mean, to me, making amazing songs when you're 15 years old is fucking nuts. So I was playing her. My mom was like, what is this? And I was like, trust me, it's really, really good. Then I went to go visit her like 2 years later, and she was taking a shower and she was listening to Billie Eilish. And I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. Are you listening to Billie Eilish in the shower right now? She's like, I fucking love her. Thank you. So, you know, and my mom's like 72. So
Nice.
I love her. It should not matter, and I don't think it will matter. You know, obviously haters are gonna hate, but fuck you, you're an asshole. And
yeah, let them hate. Let them hate.
No one cares
It's
about your fucking opinion.
People hate all the time. People hate on us. People hate everybody. It's life. People love you, hate you. Yeah. That's a business. That's just a business, right? So
I'm glad that it came out nonchalantly and it wasn't like a whole big thing. And I'm really, you know, I'm glad that it happened that way for her, like that it was natural for her and it wasn't like, you know, weird and you know, some people do, Queen. I don't know fucking why. I really don't know why, but some people do.
I don't get it.
And you know what? Those people are not people that I ever care to have a conversation with or be in the same room with or have to fucking deal with because they're fucking assholes.
And Colossus Rex, in case you don't know, she's a pretty big singer herself.
Oh yeah, she's a musician. I'm sorry.
she's great. I mean, she's been like Coachella. I mean, she's been everywhere. She's just been destroying the world when it comes to music.
She's spectacular. She did a John Lennon song with she did Hero with Dave Grohl. She did.
The James Bond movie
she did Hero with Dave Grohl when Taylor Hawkins died, and it was like I was crying the entire fucking time. Like she's a spectacular musician, and I wish her the best. And I'm glad now she could do whatever the fuck she wants to do. I don't know what she said recently, Lexi.
Yeah,
but
I don't know either.
You know, again, you say something stupid, that doesn't mean you're not a spectacular fucking musician.
It's true.
Or super hot, by the way.
A lot of people do some stupid shit. Musicians alone and actors alone, we all do stupid shit. It's life. But Paul, do you think that this is just like a buzz thing for today and people are forgetting about this like right away? And do you think that this is a great thing? Because again, Woman of the Year for Variety, people have been talking about this. It must be pretty exciting for a career, right?
Well, the thing is, it's not like when Ellen came out, it was like everyone was like, oh my God, no one expected that, you know, even though they should have. You know, that was such a landmark thing that it's happened so much of people coming out that are celebrities that, yeah, it's kind of like, who cares at this point, you know? And I think that's a great thing because it normalizes someone's sexuality as being straight, queer, whatever. And you know, the fact that she was just so nonchalant about it just means that we're living in a world where you can do something like that. You can come out and it's not a big deal, or at least it shouldn't be. I think you know, the media likes to, you know, make things bigger than they are. And so even though yes, technically she did come out, it's like, well, we're in a time where people come out all the time, and it's no big deal.
Yeah.
I say either way, good for her. She's talented. She's beautiful. She's. I will never have a chance with her now. That's the only
Nope.
thing.
Sorry, Paul.
But
It's
that's
done.
okay.
Whoa,
She's
wait.
playing for
I
the
mean,
other team. It's okay.
Hold on, now
She
she
did
came
do
out,
No
but
Time to Die.
she could possibly still be bi, and
That's
that's
right,
fine.
Claus Rex.
Okay,
could be.
well, I'll
You
let
said
me
you think
update
women
my
are
list here.
attractive, you know?
Let me update my list here, and we'll
Put her in the
Fix it.
maybe category.
put the maybe
Yeah.
pile.
You're telling me there's
No,
a
she-
chance.
You're telling me
Yeah,
there's a
pretty much.
chance.
You need to put some work in to get this one. It's take a little bit more effort than anything else. That's all I'm saying.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
I
it.
believe that. Hey, Jacob, do you think that Paul has a chance? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Like
She has won a lot of Grammys.
Everyone
A lot of
has
Grammy.
chance. There's always that
I
1%.
just gotta win a
chance.
Grammy.
We saw her in concert too. She was really great in concert. Like she's great.
Yeah.
She's great.
Do you
And
think her
How old
career
is
is
she?
going to die anytime, K. Jacob, or do you think that she's going to
she's
be fine?
young.
she's totally going to be fine. This isn't, they're going to forget about this by tomorrow. And like, again, it is a big deal for people who are gay to come out, but
It's huge.
It's a
It's
really
great.
nice thing that the rest of the world doesn't see it as a big deal and doesn't make it a hateful thing. They're just like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, accept it, normalize it, move on. I love that. That's great. We need to see more of that moving forward. And Sabrina, you said something too that I agree with. Like, she was 15 when she started her music. The last person to do that was Taylor Swift. So like, just
Billionaire.
keep it going, you know? So like, I can see her dominating. Then, you know, Taylor Swift's going to take away the Empress Beyonce's crown. And then here comes Billie Eilish sneaking up in there and she's going to, you know, wipe the rug out from under Taylor Swift. So keep it going. I'm here for you, girl. And if she's bi, great. If she's a lesbian, great. If she goes straight, cool. Like, good for you. Your sexual orientation, I don't care about it, but I support you. I like your music. It's great. Let's move
You're
on.
damn right.
And again, super hot.
It's super odd. Yeah. You're right. I mean, it shouldn't be tough in 2023 to come out and like be
Honestly.
yourself. It shouldn't be. Unfortunately, it still is for a lot of people. And again, it's so nice how nonchalant this was. She just didn't even realize. She just like kind of said something in an interview, and then they interviewed her afterwards, and she's like, "Oh shit! Like, how was that? You just came out that way."
That's why I like that too, because it feels genuine. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a PR stunt.
Like
It doesn't
you
feel
made a
like, you know,
statement,
and
like
I
the
don't know
whole
if this is
thing.
an offensive term, but it doesn't feel like she's a college lesbian. Like, it feels like she's genuinely just coming out like, yeah, I like women. Like, oh, cool. Like, it feels real.
Sabrina's
So I
face.
like that that's
College
genuine.
lesbian.
I mean, I'm
College
sorry if that's
lesbian.
offensive. I don't mean for it to be offensive, but you know, you go through your college phase, you know.
It's
Who are
I think
you
you're just trying to
offending, though? Lesbians are college people.
That's true. That's true. They
That's a
are.
good question.
I
They
mean,
rock
at one
out.
point in their life, they
Let us
are
in the
or
chat.
were
Let
or
us know in
will
the
be.
chat. We need to know.
Yeah, I agree with Lexi. It's kind of like telling us you like Thai food. Like, okay.
Well, that's not true for a lot of people. Like, I mean, look at what's going on in the world. Like, you know, I mean, I wish that was the case. I wish that was 100% the case, but unfortunately, it's not.
Yeah, but amongst
know?
the younger generation, it is. That's I think what she was implying is like
Sure,
this
I mean-
younger generation. They're so fluid with everything that it's like
Yeah.
there's no
Not
real
all of
sexual
them.
orientation. I feel like anyone under the age of 20, there's not really a sexual orientation. They're like, yeah, whatever, you're hot, I'm hot, let's go make out. It's like, cool, respect.
I think that's wonderful that you know, this generation is growing up to be that way for many reasons, because they are growing up to, you know, they're getting to that age where, hey, they can vote now.
Yep.
And that's going to make some real changes in the world, I think. But it's going to take a little while, but they're getting there. And this is just further proof for me that we're moving in the right direction in some way.
There are very many people that age who are raised by parents who don't believe that that's okay. And those people are against those things because that's what they grew up with. Some of them are not against those things because they're like, you're an idiot and I'm going to do what I want. But a lot of people are very much fall in line with what they were taught their whole lives. So like, it's way more than it was, you know, probably when I was growing up, and definitely when my mother was growing up. But I still don't think that we're there yet. You know what I mean? I think there's still a lot of work to be done, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm going to tell you what, though, Sabrina, someone that's probably said those exact words,
Me
you're an
too,
idiot.
queen.
I'm going to do what I want. It's Kim Kardashian, because Kim Kardashian is back in the news, and she's doing a series now for Hulu, everybody.
Gross.
She's doing a series with Ryan Murphy himself. Now, if you've seen the new American
damn
Horror
too.
Story, she was in there, delicate, starring in it. He brought her in, and
Has
Ryan
that
Murphy.
come out?
Well, they did the first part. They released the first part. They're filming the back half now. They put it in 2 parts because of the strike, and so Ryan wanted some content out to match the
They were
schedule in the
still
fall.
filming.
And they released it. They're still filming. They're filming the back half.
No, I mean they were still filming during the strike.
They were scabbing.
Oh yeah, they were scabbing. They
shit.
were scabbing during the writers. It was a whole thing. If you probably heard about it, Ryan Murphy was, he was trying to sue the WJ at one point for stuff that was put forward. It was a whole thing. They shut down the actors. Actually went on strike, but there was a while they were still shooting. But now Kim Kardashian is doing another project with Ryan Murphy, and this is going to be for Hulu again. Now she's got this deal with Hulu that apparently is a big deal. They're not saying how long this series is going to go for, but apparently it might be for a long time. And you know what? I don't know if I want to see this or not, but it's called a high-end glossy sexual adult procedural, and it's not a reality show. Again, it's not a reality show. Nope. But it is poised to play. She's poised to play a Los Angeles successful divorce lawyer and the owner of an all-female firm in this legal drama penned by Brothers and Sisters creator John Robin Bates.
Nope.
Yep. And so it's coming forward. They're not giving much details about it, except this deal has been finalized and she will be starring in this series. And Ryan Murphy, again, has a deal with Disney. That's $1 million deal. This is the very first project he's doing with her. And then she also has her project over on Netflix, a movie where she's going to be starring in called The Fifth Wheel, which was a bidding war all over after, and they actually decided to go with Netflix. They just sold that bidding war over there. So she's got a movie on Netflix, and she's got a TV show on Hulu, and I don't want to see either of them. And I don't think we need either of them. And I'm not trying to give someone be like, oh, it might be good. It might be good. It'll create lots of jobs, but I don't think this is what people are looking for. People look the Kardashians for what it is. It's a reality show. It's them fighting among each other.
Dumb drama.
It's drama. It's scripted drama. But I mean, it is scripted. It is, guys. Don't get me wrong. There is some stuff that's real, but a lot of it's scripted. That's reality shows in general. I've worked on them. But for me, it's like I get trying to put her in for like a publicity thing in American Horror Story. But for me, I don't think that the world is screaming like she's going to be like, not to put her in this category because Lady Gaga went from singing to this, but then she has a much better career, acting career. I don't think that Lady Gaga will have that career. I don't think so. Sabrina's giving me a look. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think that Lady Gaga is? I'm not Lady Gaga. I think
the
Kim
fuck
Kardashian.
does Lady Gaga have to do with anything? How dare you bring her into
She's
this?
talented. She's amazing.
Bring Paris Hilton into this. That's hot.
Why don't you talk about her? I'm not trying to compare her to her, but I'm also saying that.
Well, don't bring that bitch up. That's rude. She won a fucking Emmy.
So Sabrina, do you think that Kim Kardashian's path now and this next phase after Kanye West is, big actress, big movie star, and she's gonna win an Oscar eventually? I think that's her path.
Are you fucking nuts? Are you drinking?
No.
What is happening right now? Fuck no, dude. By the way, here we go. I'm waiting to put these comments up. Colossus Rex, why is she famous? You know why she's famous? Because she fucked someone on camera. His name was Ray J, Brandy's brother. And then her mom secretly leaked the sex tape, and everyone was like, who the fuck is this bitch? And then fucking they got the show Kardashians from her dirty pussy. Okay, that's numero uno.
Her mom did.
Yeah. Her mom has been shopping that show though, way before that happened, and no one wanted it. And then she's like, "Well, let's do this." So that's great. There's a South Park episode. I don't know the name of the episode, but it is amazing. It's basically it's a Paris Hilton version, but it's basically a Kim Kardashian story. Also, look at her face. Ooh, plastic surgery, gross. Okay, disgusting. Number 2,
very preserved.
Queen Glamazona says, which by the way, also 100%, you lost me when you said she was playing a lawyer. Okay,
hey, that's reasonable. Her dad.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right, her dad.
You can fuck yourself. Can you imagine her? So who cares? Her dad is a respectable human being-ish. She basically is famous for fucking people and wanders around like just putting her whole life out there on TV and being like, oh my God, you guys, you know what? I had a really bad day today. My Hanson's cake didn't come. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares, you rich, spoiled cunt. Okay? Sorry for the C word. It's happening.
That happened.
Woo, it's only Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Lady Gaga, no, Queen, don't bring her into this. Brian unjustly brought Lady Gaga into this.
I'm just saying, like, she had a career that was like a musician that transitioned into.
I don't know. Google Ray J and Kim Kardashian. I'm sure you can find it. Ray J and Kim Kardashian. The guys say Pornhub. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want it. But that's how she became famous. That's how they all became famous. Then she brought her whole family with her. We have to watch all these idiots be billionaires for no reason. It is so insulting to anyone who makes film and to any actor on the planet. And now this bitch is getting shows? She gonna play a lawyer? What?
It's a lot, Sabrina. It's a lot.
No, I'm 100% out. 100%. Oh, Queen saw it. She said it's underwhelming.
Oh yeah,
Not
it is.
surprised. Along with her career, underwhelming.
It's not really
Pep-
overwhelming as it's just boring. It's in that like
Oh, you
glow in
saw
the
it
dark
too?
shit. Fuck yeah, I saw it.
Oh.
I was like 16 when that shit came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to you in that in a second here, but Peppy, what do you think? You want to see this?
Why would you make that?
I don't know. Peppy, so, are you gonna go for it or not?
I knew I love Pepe.
Yes or no, Peppy? Yes or no?
Hard pass.
All right, Peps. Pep says no. He doesn't want to see this. So we're going to go to Kay Jacob next. Kay Jacob, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is going to be the beginnings of a brand new career path for Kim Kardashian? She's going to be on billboards everywhere. She's going to be next to Meryl Streep in her whole career path. Or do you think that this is just a wet fart in the wind that nobody wants to watch?
I think this is a slap in the face of all the amazing actors involved with SAG that went on strike for the last 6 months to save their
True.
jobs and their career. And to have someone like her of her status and to be what is a reality star. She's not an actual actress. She's a reality star. There's 1,000 of them. Some are entertaining for what they do. Others, not so much. I'll watch Flavor Flav any day. I don't give a fuck about Kim Kardashian. But like,
Awesome.
it's a slap in the face to all those people that are out there working, that are talented, that could have this show, and you have a bidding war for her. And it's like, why are you bidding on her? You talk about all this money. You know, Disney flopped making a $200 million animation. And then you have Universal Studios buying up the rights to, you know, ruining The Exorcist. Like, you keep doing stupid shit like this is why you're fucking losing. It's why you keep failing and flopping. Go ahead, have a bidding war, pay this girl millions of dollars, which she already fucking has.
Yeah.
And pass up an opportunity for the next amazing actor instead, and see where that goes. I give it 1 season, and if it's on NBC, I give it 4 episodes before it's canceled.
Well, I think it's only going to be on Hulu.
Yeah.
So
Hulu, season.
1 season, Hulu.
1 season.
So
And they're
Paul,
gonna
what do you
regret
think?
that.
Are you feeling the same way as Kay Jacob? Do you think that this is just going to be one and done, or do you think because in this contract, the UK Jacob too, it's like in this contract it says that apparently, according to Deadline, is that she's going to have a big thing with multiple seasons. They're really going to put a lot of stock in this because it is Ryan Murphy's first show in this new Disney contract.
I haven't even watched the new American Horror Story that she's in, but I've seen the trailer. And even in the trailer, it doesn't look like acting. It looks like they just turned the cameras on and filmed her like they would a reality show. Like, I didn't see
That's
any
crazy.
je ne sais quoi. There
That's
was
how she
nothing
knows
there.
how to act. That's her acting
Yeah.
style.
They're like, yeah, we're just gonna roll the
Just turn
camera,
and
rock
let me
the lines,
wander
and
around.
when it
Let's see
sounds
what
good,
happens.
yeah. Like,
I am so fucking excited for this. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to ask you, Paul, are you a
cannot-
big Kardashian fan? Are
cannot
you a huge
believe-
fan?
give that man confetti.
Sabrina
Oh, you
pretty
know, you
much
wanna-
said what I was
How about some
thinking.
hearts?
It's like such a tragedy that we have so many talented people in the industry, so many people working so hard just to get ahead, and somebody who releases a sex tape and is a reality star is taking this job from someone who could kill it. And it's all because of their popularity, how many Instagram followers they
lawyer?
have, or some bullshit like that. It's everything wrong with the worst side of Hollywood. Like, it just, and look,
Preach, Paul.
if you're
Preach.
Kim Kardashian, of course you're going to try to do this, and of course you're going to feel like you're moving in the industry and you're doing the right thing by yourself, you know. But as an outsider looking in, it's just so disheartening in a lot of ways, because you want to see people succeed. You want to see, you know, someone who's been in the industry for a long time struggling to get that, you know, really putting in the work to get to that next level, and instead we're getting this. So
And this is
This
the
and
trash
TikTok
TV we get.
people and all these weird like reality show folks. It's the same thing with the podcast. They need to
So-
stay in their fucking lane. Stay in your lane.
yeah,
No.
I can't stand reality TV in general. The only shows that I like that are considered reality TV is the Great British Bake Off, and that's
Oh,
like
it's
Hey,
a great show.
Cooking and game shows, that's totally great. That's
about
reality
it.
before reality was a thing.
Queen, I feel like
Yeah,
it's a tie between Paris and her, honestly, but I might give you that nod. I don't know. And she's not still with Kanye, Colossal Rex, just so you know.
Shockingly,
Oh,
I think Queen's onto something.
I will say
yeah.
I will say her leaving Kanye was a point for her. Like, but it took her that long. Like it just, I don't
She had
know.
75 kids with him, didn't she?
And then she was like Pete
12,
Davidson for a
15? I'm
hot
just kidding.
second, flash in the pan.
Look,
I won't dog her for who she loves. Love is love.
Oh,
I'm
you
not gonna dog
said
her
you
for
said
that.
you said people.
Right.
Okay. People said that. People. You said that people
Love
who
is
put in the
love.
work. She's putting in a lot of work. She put her fucking snatch on the line to get
Hey,
famous.
look, I saw
first
that
of all.
video. There wasn't a lot of work involved.
Second of all, well, she was like,
Was
"Sure,
she-
Mom, you can
she a-
release this."
She,
She also puts in a lot of appointments at the plastic surgeon's office. She is real busy with the Botox and the boobs and the ass and the ribs being removed. Whatever the fuck
I didn't
she
know
does.
about her mom being involved in
ribs.
that. That just makes it
Yeah, that's
so
kinda
much
gross.
grosser.
I'm joking.
Yeah, that's a
fine.
lot.
It kind of
And her
actually
mother
makes
does
me
that.
respect her a little more and be extremely disappointed in her
No,
mother.
dude, her mother, and the only reason why I mean, that's unconfirmed to be fair, but my friend, our friend, someone that we worked with, had a friend that worked at E, and her mother was pitching that show for like 3 years to all the networks, just like pitch, and they're like, why would we want to just like follow you around and see what you do? And then
Great
after that
ass!
happened, they jumped right in, and they were ready. That's fair, Pacino.
I
I
like
don't
him
think it's
natural
real.
though, Pacino. I like him natural.
Thank you.
I want to see that.
Pepe.
Thanks,
He's
Beth.
like, not the tape, but I'll look at the ass.
You know what?
That was
yeah,
in
I want to
Sundays.
see that.
And Sabrina, you were saying that this is someone that you heard from. Anyone that works in the industry, we've all heard that story too. Like it's kind of like that thing. It's like to a point where it's like, is the rumor real? Is it even a rumor? Or is it?
I think it is. It makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah.
And she's also like the manager of all of them, and like you know what I mean. Like it's all orchestrated by her. She's been trying to do that for a really long time, and like that was the way to do it. Maybe she didn't stage it for that, but once it happened, she was like, "Let's parlay this into something fucking big." You know what I mean?
I watched,
and
I watched
on
an
that
interview.
end, genius.
Oh,
Props to them on that end. Sorry, Paul.
No, I was just gonna say, earlier today I actually watched a newly released video of Actors on Actors, Robert Downey Jr. interviewing
Yes.
Mark Ruffalo, and it was just so wonderful listening to these actors who put in the work and
I love
have
that
been in the industry forever, getting to the level where they're at. You got Robert Downey Jr. being in Oppenheimer. You've got Poor Things with Mark Ruffalo, and they're both just
Oh my God, that
sitting
looks so
there just
good.
talking
So-
about. I know.
Oh,
I've already
I
got my
cannot
ticket.
wait to see that movie.
And people forget
Yeah,
Ruffalo's been around forever. His
I love
career
him.
took off thanks to Marvel. When he became the Hulk, his career skyrocketed. You know, Robert
But he
Downey's
met
career
Robert Downey Jr.
skyrocketed
Leave
back.
comments, son.
Marvel.
They met each other years before that, and because he was dating one of his friends, and they just immediately. I mean, you watch the interview; they're like brothers. They're just so in love with each other and their work, you know, and how great they are. They can't stop complimenting each other. It's so cute.
I think that's why, though, Paul, everyone's been excited about Robert Downey Jr. maybe coming back to Iron Man, but apparently he's not coming back to Iron Man. That's what Kevin Feige says. And I
Find that
appreciate the
segue.
segue. I apprate the segue. But
I try.
So natural.
Kevin Feige came forward, though, and he said, hey, we're not going to touch that moment. We're not going to touch that moment again. He was talking to Vanity Fair about this whole thing online. We talked about it actually on the show, too, about how since the whole, getaway for Marvel, there have been leaks about they want to bring the original Avengers back. They want to bring back Robert Downey Jr. for Secret Wars. And he says, no, we're not doing that. We promised him that would be the last time we made him do it. Ever, when he had the very end in Endgame. And to me, first of all, it sounds like you're saying like I'm not going to force you to be Iron Man anymore. Like, come on, I think he loves being Iron Man. I think if anybody will love being Iron Man, I think it's him. He embodies it. I don't think you're forcing him, but I think that at that point, it's a great ending for his character. But Kevin Feige's like, no, we're not doing that. That was the end. We planned on that. It was a magical ending, said we're not going to undo it in any way.
It wasn't magical. It was super sad.
I know he called it a magical ending.
Stupid.
And yes, it is very fitting. Robert Downey Jr. didn't want it to end there too. He was fighting about it. He's like, I don't want to end this way. And he didn't want to die. And that was a whole thing that he was saying beforehand, but he still went along with it. So that's where I'm kind of like, maybe he does want to come back. And Kevin Feige might just be saying this so he can just kind of nip all the rumors in the bud and be like, yeah, we're down
What
with
does
this.
Feige know?
What does Feige know? Yeah, I mean, he's fighting his actual time. You got Patrick Stewart like being like, I might be coming back. You know what I mean? So I mean, you have all of his actors already teasing shit all the time.
Hey,
And then you got the
Patrick Stewart's
Deadpool
a
rumors.
thespian through and through. He'll do
He's
anything and everything every time.
I love him. I'm so happy he's come back.
great.
Man,
My
so
favorite
he's
captain.
kicking
My favorite
ass.
captain.
60% of the
Oh,
time it
Captain,
works
my
every
captain.
time.
But
Oh,
Paul,
Captain,
you
my
hear
captain.
this? I
I'm a
mean,
sensitive
honestly,
guy, but I feel you.
I don't know if we ever talked about this before. Would it ruin it? Think it would ruin it bringing him back? Because again, this might just be him trying to dole down the rumors. Do you think that maybe he's just lying, or do you think that he's right, that we should just like let him be, let him lie? We don't need him to come back into this new MCU. And there've been a lot of problems, and people will say we need him. What do you think?
I think they should just let it go. Robert Downey Jr. played the part so perfectly and so well. I don't think they could have ended his arc. Why are you going to Jacob?
Wrong button, everybody.
What the hell?
Jacob really soaks it up in the sun, though. He's nailing it. Get
Move
some.
your mouth, and I'll just
Yeah.
Hey, we fixed
I
it.
was saying,
We fixed it.
Put in the work, Jacob. Put in the work.
I'm doing it. Thank you, Kim. I could do better.
I really don't think they could have ended his story arc any better.
Oh.
I really don't, and I don't want to see them try to bring him back because they're desperate for that magic that they had before. Because when it comes down to it, Marvel needs to move forward, not backwards. Bringing any of those characters back to life, just to me, or even if they reboot them with new actors, just it feels very desperate. Like, oh God, we got to get the original cast back, or Marvel's not going to be the same. We're not going to make money. And I'm glad he's kind of saying, I hope he's truthful about that, because I don't want him to take that step backwards. And I'm here reading the book, Reign of the MCU. And it's the right. It's like the very behind the scenes of what happened with Marvel coming to the foreground. They went through bankruptcy, and they were bought by all these different studios, and how Feige came in. And I'm at that point now where Robert Downey Jr. went to audition for Iron Man, and how Favreau fought tooth and nail to get Robert Downey Jr. in there, and how they were the people above Feige at the time were very much against the idea of Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. And look what happened. And I think they can bring that magic back in a different way. They don't need to go backwards. They need to go forward.
That's right.
That's my 2 cents.
I agree. You're right. And but then again, like, people are screaming for it online though. And this is where there's a big division, Paul. There's a big division on this because you're right. People are saying that kind of shit. Like, well, we have to bring him back because there's no other way to save the MCU without Robert Downey Jr., without Captain America.
They're fucking scared shitless, and they're gonna fall into that fucking reboot.
Queen's right.
Because that's
Queen.
Queen's
right.
Yeah.
Introduce the X-Men. Get the X-Men rolling, because that's the key to the future of the MCU. That and the Fantastic Four, you get those two properties right, I think the MCU is going to be just fine.
I think it will too. And I think though that the Secret Wars stuff though, okay, Jacob, the Secret Wars stuff is Iron Man's a big part of it. Big part of it. So would you be able to not do it, or would you be able to do it without him, you think? Is there another way you can do around that? I've heard rumors like all three Spider-Men might actually run Secret Wars. It might be like bring Andrew, Toby, and bring Tom Holland in and have them be the main, protagonists in that series. What do you think about that? Do you think that would be a good thing?
Look, we all know that Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, but Iron Man is a suit. So yes, Iron Man could reappear in the Secret Invasion, but it doesn't have to be
Secret
Robert
Wars.
Downey Jr. Sorry, Secret Wars. I only read the Civil Wars and Endgame comics. I never got into Secret Wars. Sorry, but I'm just saying, Iron Man. It's a suit. It's a suit of armor. So like anyone can do that.
This is for you, Paul.
And it's a great way to jump in.
That's for you, Paul.
Yeah. And I agree with everything that Paul was saying, is that like you did it beautifully. It was masterfully done. He created this world, he brought it in there, and he was the perfect martyr for it. Iron Man, Robert Downey, started the MCU, and he ended it beautifully. And to bring him back would be wrong. And I think even Robert sees that. He's like, no, he knows a good thing when he sees it. And, it is what it is. And he's moved on to bigger and better things already. And I think Marvel should start focusing on doing the same thing. Move on to bigger, better things. Stop doing the same shit. Stop making the same fucking movies. Stop doing the same just crappy fucking sequels, and start pushing other comics that you have out there. Start pushing other superheroes. We talked about Echo the other day. We talked about all these amazing superheroes that are still out there that haven't even been in the universe yet. They haven't even been, in the cinematic universe, but they're all over the comics. So it's like
Make a
start
Harry
focusing on that.
Styles movie, for God's sake.
There you go.
But they don't want to do that. They'd make them superheroes then if it's Marvel, right? Make them superheroes. They could cast them in something else. I don't know. But the whole thing with this, though, too, I feel like they're going to be saying no regardless, even if he is going to come back. I think that they just wouldn't say it. Honestly, I think it's going to be one of those big reveals that they decide they make that last second call. You know,
it's dumb.
I will say that being in the theater for the Spider-Man No Way Home movie and not 100% knowing what they were going to do was such
know?
I had things spoiled for me, but it wasn't confirmed. People were saying, "Oh, that's not real." So in my head, I'm like, "Okay, maybe it's not real," even though it was. But
and that was
I
well
got
done too.
Yeah, and I got the second Andrew Garfield came on the screen, you didn't know who it was Andrew Garfield because in the distance they see Spider-Man. They're like, "Oh, hey, Spidey," and he walks through, and everybody in the audience is
Spidey.
And it was
What
just
are you
like,
doing?
those kind of
Christopher
moments
Walken.
make Marvel so great, and I really want to see them get back that magic. But I don't think doing the Robert Downey Jr. bringing back thing is the way to go. And I don't know. They like you were saying, he's moved on to bigger and better things. Look at Oppenheimer. He's getting a challenging role with one of the, I have to say, one of the best directors of our generation, if not the best. And he's,
take it easy.
Yeah,
It's just one of.
The best is pushing it, but I agree.
I mean, that's an opinion. I mean, it's debatable. It's debatable
Very
for
debatable.
sure. I mean, some people will say David Fincher, but but even
David
Downey
Fincher.
in the interview was like, Nolan is one of our best, but it's like not,
Yes, sir.
it's not something he should go backwards on. He's going forward in his career, and Marvel should too. As simple as that.
Yeah. Sabrina, what are you thinking? You thinking that he shouldn't come back, that we should just let him lie? Or you think we should bring him back for the fan base that are screaming for his resurrection?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't want to see anyone else play it because he was so
No
fucking
Tom Cruise?
spectacular.
I would
No,
see Tom Cruise all day.
Of course you would. I'm surprised that you and Tom Cruise are not best friends. How much you fucking love him.
He's great.
It's ridiculous. I'm not a Tom Cruise fan personally. I'm also not a Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Like, it's very unpopular. People love those two people. I just don't. Tom Cruise is fine. Like, he's just every movie, and then he's running and he starts scowling and fucking just running. He just runs. And I'm like, why don't you play the Flash if you're gonna play a fucking superhero? All you do is run.
He does.
I don't give a shit. I'm kind of good about it. I'm kind of good on him, honestly. Kind of
Top
good on
Gun
him.
Maverick made me cry. It was amazing. What's wrong with you,
Yeah,
Sabrina?
It was fine. I liked the movie. The movie was great. I liked the regular Top Gun, even though it's extremely homoerotic for the fucking 80s. I watched it recently, and I was like, balls
really
are in
is.
that man's face like the whole time. Like, how do I not remember this?
So a lot of undertones between Iceman and Maverick.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Top Gun. I love Top Gun Maverick. I just he's just not like, it's not like, oh, it's like Mark Ruffalo. I'll go see anything he does. You know what I mean? Ryan Reynolds. I'll see anything he does. Don't anyone make jokes about that. I think he's super hot because he is. But I'm just saying there are certain actors that I will like Will Ferrell. I will go see anything he does. Like, and that's different genres of people. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain actors like that. I will, like Emma Stone. I'll watch anything she does. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain people that I'm like, okay, I want to watch your performance, and I don't give a shit. Like, and people do that with Tom Cruise. I don't. People do that with Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't. You know what I mean? And to each his own. You know what I mean? But Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is Iron Man to me. And I think that Marvel is holding on to that because that started the fucking freight train.
Everything.
That made them what they are currently. And they've been in a fucking slump. They've been in a slump. That Secret Invasion was a shit show. Like, and nothing, all their TV shows were kind of like okay-ish. But fucking that Secret Invasion did terribly. And like, they're trying to recover. They're trying to backpedal. They're trying to figure it out. And so I don't think that it's like out of the realm for them to have, especially if Secret Wars is having like multiples of people. Like, why would you not bring him back? They brought back Gamora for Guardians of the Galaxy.
They did.
She was fucking dead. She had a very poignant ending. She sacrificed herself for the good of all mankind. So I don't really understand like how it would be weird if Robert Downey Jr. did it. I don't get it.
I just think people love that ending, and I think that's a lot of people are like, it's very fitting to be like, you're done. But you're right, Spirit.
I didn't love the ending. I wanted him to fucking live.
In the multiversal world, though, Sabrina, this is what happens. They bring people back all the time. So I feel like
so if we could bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and have Tom Holland in it, if you're gonna do some sort of shit like that, you could absolutely have Robert Downey Jr. come back. And I don't think that like moving on to bigger and better things applies to someone with that type of star power. It's not like he's like someone that's like developing his career and they're like, oh, don't go back and do that because now you're doing this. Like he's Robert Downey fucking Jr. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that that's like a thing. I really don't. And I love him. So if I were to see an Iron Man on screen, I don't want it to be anyone else. Like I just don't. He's amazing. He fucking booted that entire universe into what it is today. And I love him. So I didn't want him to die. I would love for him to come back. And this stupid multiverse shit they did that just basically allows them to do whatever the fuck they fucking want, allows that type of shit to happen all the time, which is annoying, but also awesome sometimes. Like
they do that in the comics. They do that in the comics
No,
too.
I get it.
But even then,
I know.
what you say is relevant because even then, when the comics, it's the multiverse. They're like, oh yeah, dead Robert Downey can come back, but it's not the same guy. It's completely different. So even in the comics, when they do that multiverse shit and they show up, it's a different version. It's a different person.
Right, but there's also the other versions and the other timelines and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing that made me less annoyed about that was Loki, and also I really liked Into the Spider-Verse, like the fucking, I was like, oh my God, this is like a super fresh and kind of amazing way to like approach this. Which at first I was like, this is just bullshit. Now they can just do whatever they want. But then I saw that, and then I really like the Loki series, and so I'm in limbo about it, how I actually feel. However, like if that's what you're gonna do, also wait, I'm sorry, really quickly, Secret Wars.
That's what's coming.
Right? Isn't that the Kang thing?
Yeah, it was Kang, but it was all. But then after Kang was going to be Secret Wars. I mean, that's still Avengers. Then
Kang, now
it's
played by
So they got the Kang Dynasty.
Yes.
Well, okay, but I'm saying if they ixnay Kang, K, like if it turns out that they dismiss that character, then what happens? Like, maybe they take a whole different path. They were talking about doing.
They were saying Doctor
instead,
Doom.
Like, right?
Damn,
So I'm
skip it.
saying,
Yeah.
who knows where? Like maybe the rumor is like in limbo, and they're saying no, we're not doing that because maybe we're not even doing that movie. I mean, who knows? There's a whole trajectory that could be very well changed by one thing. It's like the butterfly effect.
Tom Cruise would be great in Iron Wars. I want to see Tom Cruise come back. But at the end of the day, Robert Downey Jr., his Iron Man has been the centerpiece for Marvel for a long time. And I think that's why people just want him to come back. And maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't.
I don't know if I put this up, but I just read it right now, and that's hilarious and very true.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah,
I bet he would.
He's like, this thing better fucking fly. I'm doing this stuff.
I want to feel it.
He wants to run in the air.
Somebody else who runs in the air is Homelander, but Homelander's coming back for The Boys Season 4, everybody. And I'm so excited because the new trailer finally came out. It's coming out 2024. No release date yet announced, but if you go back in time, July was when the first season came out. The second season came out in September. Third season in June. Is the fourth season going to be September again? I mean, if they go fall, summer, and the kind of, dynamic, maybe it's be coming out. It'll probably be summer for all I know. But if you go a pattern, maybe September. We don't know yet, but the trailer came out. We're going to watch together very fast here, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan's coming in to play a part. I know Sabrina loves him so much. Sabrina hates the shit out of him. But
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's the shit.
So gross.
But you're getting Victoria coming in. She's getting closer and closer running for the Oval Office, becoming president. Homelander's building up his reigns. Butcher only has months to live in this, apparently. And Becca's son will not talk to him anymore. And the rest of the team are just fed up with Butcher for all of his lies. But they all have to work together to save the world one more time in season 4 of The Boys. So let's watch the trailer together and see what we think about it. So here's the trailer for season 4 of The Boys.
Rome, Greece. All democracies fail because people are fucking stupid. But if you crush the masses, who builds your monuments?
Don't fuck that octopus.
Who tongues your teeth?
No, he's gonna fuck it.
The people will
as long as
tear
it's
it apart
consensual.
themselves. You just gotta nudge them a little.
I feel like
Then
there's some social
you get to swoop
commentary
in.
here of actual
Be the
events.
one saving it.
Yeah, it seems
Little
like it's a little bit.
Like Caesar.
Like Caesar.
Oh,
Don't worry. If there's hell below,
there you is, Sabrina.
oh hell.
Who wants their balls crushed?
Your team.
What's your code name again?
The boys.
Oof. Who came up with that shit?
Yeah, that's
He loves being covered in blood. I swear he loves being covered in blood.
I love Homelander. I,
I
know
mean,
you're not supposed to, but
his
I
favorite
fucking
color.
love
I was
Homelander.
gonna make
He's
a
the
really
greatest
off-color comment
superhero
there.
villain ever made.
You really need
he's-
to make sure he stays alive till the very end because he is so charismatic and scary.
If he
and
goes
fun to
out, it's
watch.
gotta be
Charismatic.
powerful.
He
It's gotta
is.
look
He
He's
is.
great.
fucking
It's gotta be-
disgusting.
He-
That's
Yes,
what makes
it-
it work, though.
Not
but
for
that
me.
works.
I think he sells it really
But you-
well. I mean,
He sells the show because you want to see what fucked up thing he's going to do next.
No, I want him to die. every
Homelander grabs
freaking
him by the
episode.
pussy. That's what he
that's-
does.
I want him
That's
to
what you
fuck.
want,
When
though.
Soldier Boy didn't kill him, I literally was like, I'm done with
he
this
needs a
fucking
shower,
show.
Queen says.
Disgusting. I hate him. I want to.
Sabrina, don't hate
Did
him that
anyone else
much.
notice Black Noir's back?
Yeah,
That wasn't
yeah.
fucking a while.
Oh, you don't think so?
Black Noir is
Oh.
dead as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He
Because there was a
dead as-
shapeshifter
Yeah,
in the scene. Come on now.
Oh,
Thank you,
you're
Lexi.
right. That could be what it is. Homelander's
It's a
not
what?
I think he's charismatic. Shapeshifter could be a shapeshifter type situation, you know? Again, we're going off the last season and a lot of shit went down at the very ending. Of course, we are setting up for, I guess, a presidential run. We also have Homelander just apparently losing his shit even more. He covered in blood again. I mean, I love what he does. Even though Sabrina says he's not charismatic, I love what he brings to the show.
Sabrina and Lexi said he's not charismatic.
And Lexi
okay?
said it too.
That's 2 votes.
And I think
bitch.
I think Paul and I agree.
Two
I think
against
he
two.
sells the show. Paul,
sells the
what do you
show.
think?
That's
Does
3 to
this
1.
does this
3 to
trailer
2.
like amp
That's
you up
3
for the
against
next
2.
season?
Boom!
It's 3 against 2.
Chat, is Homelander charismatic? Come on, bring
while,
it.
While the chat brings in some comments, Paul, what do you think? Does this sell a season 4 for you? Do you think that you just don't want this show to
dude.
stop, or how do you feel about it after seeing this?
I just finished the Generation V
Oh,
series,
yeah.
Watch that
which
yet.
got me
No
so
spoilers.
hyped for this. Oh, no spoilers, but it did get me very hyped for this new season, and it leads right into it. And it just doesn't feel like they're losing any steam. It feels like they have they've surpassed the comic books by far, because the comic books I grew up with are fun to read and they're gruesome, but the storyline and everything has been elevated so well in the series. Like, Amazon would be very smart to just give them as much money as possible and make as many seasons as they can, because this show is just so fun,
Don't ever
And-
end it.
crazy. And I mean, look at that. The baby with laser eyes. Come on.
Right?
That's amazing. So little baby. I'm so excited for this, and I want to see where it goes. And I really don't think that they're gonna end the show anytime soon. I just don't see it happening. Therefore, I'm sorry to say this, Sabrina, but I think he's going to be around for a while.
I
Well,
think we
they
need
can't
to have
they
more
can't end the
episodes.
show because you got V and you got the
Yes,
Hombres
sir.
coming out soon. So like I'm
Oh,
stoked.
the Hombres. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
about that.
Hombres.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
about that.
the boys Mexico, but it's
We were
it's the
talking about
Hombres.
that.
Boy,
Stupid.
Goldie said that. You were right. Goldie said that. And then we
Yep.
had a comment on that
Props
video
to Goldie. I
afterwards.
took that from Goldie. Props.
And somebody said that they already translate that way. So if you're like actually watching The Boys in other countries, they will translate into Spanish as the hombre. So it's kind of funny, but I think that could
Oh,
be kind of
that's
cool.
funny.
Yeah, but you're right. He's not going anywhere, Sabrina.
Mexico.
He's not going anywhere. Homelander's not going anywhere. I think that he's a threat to be reckoned with, and I'm really excited to see how they actually take him down. And again, they're saying Butcher has months to live, Sabrina. So do you see this being, because Butcher dies, the show might be done,
I'm
wouldn't it be?
gonna tell you what. If Butcher dies, I'm out. Okay, I'd rather that scumbag piece of shit covered in fucking blood die. Okay, fuck that. This fucking he actually, like, I literally, like, when I watch this, he makes me uncomfortable. His fucking insolence and fucking bullshit, fucking fucked up, the shit that he does is to his fucking kid. Like, he's just this, like, broken fucking, like, narcissistic fuckwad who, like, can't fucking keep his fucking, like, feelings inside. Go to therapy, bro. You have a fucking problem, clearly. Like, he's just so fucking gross, and I fucking hate him. And I was so excited when I thought Soldier Boy was gonna fucking kill him. I was so happy. And then fucking when he was alive, I was like, you're gonna be fucking kidding me. So every season's gonna be the same. At the end, they're gonna almost kill Homelander, and then he's gonna live. I'm fucking over that bullshit. Like, let's find a new fucking storyline. How about that? Okay? It's a great show. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's like Shonda Rhimes with, like, fucking Scandal. Like, as soon as Kerry Washington loved fucking, what was her character's name? I don't even remember. Olivia would love the president. Then it was like, he was like, oh, I'm real busy with my family right now. And then as soon as he would love her, she's like, oh, I'm busy with my career right now. And, like, it was just, every season was back and forth about that. It was just a love story, like, and every season ended on a cliffhanger of, are they going to be together? After fucking 5 seasons, we don't care anymore if they're going to be together. Stop stringing out the same fucking storyline. Either kill that motherfucker or don't. I don't want to see another battle to the end where he's not going to die. I'm over it. Fuck that bullshit, okay? Do something else. That being said, Butcher, fucking Frenchie, and what's that girl's name? I fucking love that bitch.
Kia.
Whatever her name is, I love her. What's her name?
Not Kyoki. Not Kyoki.
Dumb fuck.
Kyoki's not here.
I love her so much. She's amazing.
Kiki, something like that.
I can't believe I can't remember her name. She's like my favorite. I love all of them. Huey's like hit and miss for me. Starlight's hit and miss for me. They're fine. I feel like they're gonna ride the series for like a long time. I don't think a film is gonna come out anytime soon, especially I have all these spin-off things happening now. I haven't watched Gen V, which is shocking because like I do enjoy The Boys. It's just like I don't want the same storyline. I want to watch it. I haven't watched it. I don't want another season of the same fucking storyline that were the past 2 seasons. Like I just don't.
But you have to watch, I think, Gen V. I think they all ties together.
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
You have to watch it before you watch this season.
Can we not agree that Homelander almost died all the time and he never does? Like,
here's the coolest thing
with
this show. No, you're right. They shouldn't kill him either. I think it's great because here's the thing about it. Like you said, there's always that storyline that every season, you know, they're about to kill Homelander and then magically he gets out of it and they walk away. I think the best way to kill Homelander is to not kill him, but eventually a more fucked up person is going to come along and replace him. And that's going to be where it's going to get really interesting because then you got Homelander teaming with the boys to take out the new baddie. That's why I think
that was Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy was trying to kill Homelander. What I'm saying is there's going to be someone even more powerful than Soldier Boy that can really whoop Homelander's ass to the point of he knows he's going to be fucked. And it's going to force.
I think what you're saying is like a PR thing, like the people at Vought are like, okay, we're replacing you with this person.
That's the only way to really destroy Homelander.
No, then he'll murder everyone.
You take away that fame that's what he thrives on. That's why he's charismatic when he's on the cameras in the show, when he's promoting himself in the show. We get to see, as the audience, we get to see him behind closed doors. And yeah, he's an evil fucking piece of shit. But in front of cameras, he's so fucking amazing at what he does. Like that's why I love watching his character because
his smile makes me never want to have sex with anyone ever again.
That's great.
I want to sew my vagina closed just looking at that motherfucker smile.
Someone on camera.
Disgusting.
You know, I'll say though, the actor was doing an interview with all the other actors, and I didn't know who he was. I thought he was one of the fucking writers because he looks so different from Homelander. He had like a beard and he didn't have blonde hair. He had glasses on and he was talking Australian. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Homelander. Like, where the hell did he come from?
There's something. But yeah,
I love that the most American superhero in the show is played by an Aussie. That's fucking great.
Right? That's
so good at it.
Great actors, to be fair.
Oh,
they do. They're just conquering Hollywood all the time. But I honestly think there have been some comments about doing a boys movie, like an actual like boys movie you'd see in the show. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what Queen was saying.
I would love to watch that, where Homelander's the main superhero.
He's a hero.
The good guy throughout the entire movie. You watch him doing nice things and giving that sexy smile that Sabrina loves. Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm here for it.
Like, literally, like it makes my skin crawl. Like it makes me so when he smiles, it makes my fucking skin crawl. I'm like, no.
I know to get
when he smiles, I shit a bricks. I'm like, that's not good.
Dude, I'd rather watch a live autopsy.
When he's calm, that scares me the most. When I'm watching that show, anytime he's actually like calm, you know shit's about to go down. Because every time that motherfucker just gets quiet and calm, he fucks people up. But if he's
Yeah.
like angry and visually showing anger or being loud and charismatic, you know it's all good. He's just being crazy ass Homelander. But the moment that motherfucker shuts up and he's real quiet, he's about to just fuck someone up every fucking time. It's beautiful.
The whole
I
thing
love
with
The
him
Boys.
like
It's such a
talking to
great show.
himself is it is a great show. Don't get me wrong, and I like it's a refreshing like change from like what we're being force fed in every other fucking area of comic fucking movies.
Yep.
100%.
Well done.
So I'm fine with that. I fucking hate him. He's so disgusting.
He's
There's
supposed to
nothing
be
wrong with
Sabrina.
that. You
And
should.
that's why people
You
love the
should
show.
not like
because
him
You
You
would have
like
villain
him?
like
You just
that.
said you liked him.
as
I
a
like him,
villain.
but
I like
as a
him as a villain. I like the character in the show.
That's kind of what I was
saying
saying about him being charismatic. Maybe that's not the right word, but when I think of Homelander, I think of The Boys, the TV show. Like, I don't think the show would be nearly as interesting without him.
No,
Like,
you need him.
I think it would be
You need
watchable,
him as much as you need
but
Butcher
he
to
makes
make it work.
such a great foil for everyone. Yeah.
He can't go.
That's
He
just
can't.
my
They can't kill him off. I think
Yeah.
The only way to get rid
kill
of
him
him is to take him out PR wise. They got to replace him. That's the only way to kill.
That's more
Yeah.
interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because and take away his powers. I mean,
Yep.
literally take away
Turn
his
him human.
powers.
That's
So
worse
That
than
would
death.
be
Turn him
fucking
human. It's worse than
hysterical.
death.
They can do that, right?
they could take it. Yeah, they could turn
They
him
have
human.
that. That's what that thing
Yeah.
was. That, they
That
were
would be
doing,
really
like,
interesting.
And
Maybe.
Sabrina, don't worry, Butcher will never die. Even if they kill him for a show finale, like a season finale, he's still going to come back in the next
Butcher's
season. It's
not
just
going
like Jon
anywhere.
Snow in Game of Thrones. He won't die. It's okay.
I
He's
think
Butcher.
once
I
you
don't
kill,
see. I don't see
I
a
think-
lot
I
of
think they
parallels
killed
between
them.
this and Watchmen, honestly. But
I think just because Jeffrey Dean Morgan came in there, I think that's why
I
they're
was going
probably
to say that. Which, by the way, by the
comedian
way,
popped up and they're
real,
like,
real
look,
quick, 1 second. All the first most repulsing superhero I've ever seen in my fucking life is that
comedian?
cunt as fucking the comedian.
the
Sabrina's
comedian,
not like
yeah,
him.
Deplorable fucking human being.
he's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible.
Just as bad as Homelander, if not worse. But Homelander has tortured me for 3 seasons, and he only tortured me for 1 movie. So
If
that's
it makes you
where
feel
I'm
better,
at.
I saw the movie before I read the comics, and Rorschach was always like a fan favorite from the movie.
Rorschach
and
is
you
joking.
watch,
He's so
yeah.
great.
Well, you watch the movie and you're like, oh, Rorschach's this cool character and all this stuff, but you start getting into the comics and the lore behind it. That motherfucker is fucked up and racist as fuck. Like they did a
Yeah,
really
they made
good job
a lot
with
better than
the
they
new
did.
HBO series that talked about that. I was like,
I read the-
they're
I have
actually
the-
talking about what Rorschach really was.
I have the absolute edition of that book, and
Yeah.
it's massive. And I read that book a long time ago before the movie came out, and they definitely made a lot of those characters look better
Yeah,
than they are in the book.
Even the comedian, as fucked up as he is, in
Even the
movie, is
comedian.
worse
He's even worse
in
than
the comics. You thought he was
kinda
have- That guy can
disgusting in
fuck
the fucking
himself.
show. Oh, it's worse. It's like
kinda have
Harvey
to wash him
Weinstein
up, though.
times 1,000.
Disgusting.
And then
Also
Pretty
very
bad.
close to the real person, just to be clear.
I just think that they're not going to kill these characters until the very end. You know, have a big battle, have them duke it out, and at the very, very end, I mean, they have been battling, but actually have them just kill each other, and then the show ends. Maybe that's the best route, but I don't know.
If the comic is anything, if they go by anything like the comic, it's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't know. We'll see.
Homelander probably wins. Homelander wins, I bet.
Homelander
I
Homelander
don't
wins.
want to say. I don't
No.
want
You
to
can't
say.
be a hero when you're a rape or scumbag, just to be clear, Colossus Rex. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
We all want to know who wins at the end, just like everybody wants to know who wins, Kong or Godzilla. And that leads me to our feature story of the night. Says no.
What? To what?
Here's like no.
No.
Hey, it
gross.
was already going a little late, but here's our last topic for the night. Talking about Kong X Godzilla, and this is coming out. The new trailer just dropped for the new Empire, and it's like, I don't know, it's like the 38th Godzilla movie, everybody. The first-
38?
that is. There's never
38.
enough.
What?
Let's keep it
No,
going.
38. The first one came out in 1954. Let's put them all
Don't forget
together.
the new
You know,
Japanese sequel coming out too.
Yeah, there's also
It's
that
out
minus
right
one.
now.
The minus
Godzilla
one just
minus
came
one.
out.
It's got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Godzilla
Fuck
minus
yeah, it
one.
does.
Well, that's what this big conversation is really about. I mean, the trailer did come out, so we can talk about the trailer. We wanted to watch it, but we can talk about the trailer. But the trailer came out, and so there's Godzilla minus one. There's also the whole series on Apple TV Plus. We have the Monarch series as well. So there's a lot of
good. So fucking
Godzilla
good.
stuff coming out right now.
Fucking Russell.
I actually like it. I actually like quite a bit. But the question I would put out there to everybody is it too much Godzilla at once?
It's
no.
it's just one X.
Never.
Yeah,
never.
It's just what is it?
One X.
Legendary Films is doing this. Of course, they had the whole issue back when they released the last Godzilla and Kong, where they took it right to Max and instead of just going to theaters, and they had this whole thing. Legendary was pissed. They were trying to sue, HBO. So there's a lot of issues that went. The last one didn't do as well. This one might do really good. I know they are. Yeah, they love each other. They do love each other. Hugs and kisses.
I want to see them holding hands.
Why isn't that the sequel? Why are we not doing that? They're like frolicking together and hugging and playing in the sand. I don't know.
There was a baby Godzilla in the trailer, so maybe.
Baby Kong.
Baby Kong.
Baby
I'm sorry.
Kong. Baby Kong. There's been some hatred for this trailer too. I think because -1 just came out, so everyone, that looks like an awesome Godzilla movie from back in the day.
I know, it's hard to not switch them.
I know, and this one looks to me, I'm like, I don't know. It's cool, but I'm not sold on this trailer. I'm not sold on this franchise moving forward. I love Monarch. I'm just not sold on this. Hey, Jacob, you're already saying about all this that you love that there's more Godzilla. You can't get enough.
Yeah.
Are you sold?
I'm biased. I'll say it off the bat.
this?
Oh, fuck yeah, I want to see it. I'm going to go pay money, watch it in the theater. They can take all my fucking money. I'm going to take my kid to go see it. It's the one movie that me and him really bond over is all the Godzillas. And we watched the old, the Tokyo, back in the day, the 60s ones. Like, he loves watching, Godzilla just crushing little towns and stuff. Like, it's great. And the new series, I really love what there he is. That's the one. And I love what they've done with the new movies. I really, really loved King Kong versus Godzilla. I thought it was excellent. I love all the new stuff with Godzilla recently. And at the same time, I also love the actual Japanese Godzilla films that have been coming out. Shin Godzilla was fan-fucking-tastic. For half the movie, he was like a tar monster. He was like melting in toxic waste until he finally fully formed and mutated into what he is. And I believe -1 is supposed to be a continuation of that. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it yet, but I am excited to hear that it's out because that's exactly what I'm going to go watch when we get off the air. I love Godzilla. I'm not even wearing my hat tonight, so I apologize. I don't have my shirt on. I should have prepared better. But yes, I love Godzilla.
Of that.
It's not. Well, that's okay. I'll still watch it. I think they're doing a reboot of their own. They're trying to revamp their series as well. And I also really like Monarch. I think it's great because it doesn't really focus on Godzilla so much as it focuses on all the giant Titans, the kaiju monsters that are out there. It focuses on the Titans, and it talks about them being aware that these creatures exist. And over time, you start to realize Godzilla is sort of the savior of planet Earth. Doesn't really give a fuck about us being there, but he will keep the monsters from fully destroying it while he's still going to fuck some shit up in the process. But this is his motherfucking home. So fuck off. And apparently him and King Kong, they had this little buddy thing going on, and I'm cool with that. I'll watch it. I think it's also awesome that they gave a giant, 1,000-foot tall fucking gorilla a goddamn axe. That's fucking cool. Who doesn't like that shit? It gets fucking out there. And what's great is the and I can't remember if it's the Shin era or the Toho era, but the era in the 80s is when the Godzilla movies, they revamped them, made it for a more mature audience. They try to give it a little edgier look to it. They started getting wild and crazy with their sequels and their series. So I think it's awesome that what we're doing with our American version of it is kind of continuing that nod of being fuck it, give King Kong a fucking axe. Let's turn Godzilla's flame to pink now. I love my fucking pink. Let's fucking do it. I'm here for it. They can take my money all goddamn day. You can't go wrong because it's a movie about giant fucking monsters fighting each other. You can't go wrong. Just have them fuck shit up. I'm here for it. That's it. And it's cool to anyone who doesn't like Godzilla. I can respect that. I can understand that. To anyone who doesn't enjoy these films, I'm sorry. I can understand that. But I fucking love it, and I'm here for it 100%. Take my fucking money.
We're going to go to the opposite spectrum here. Sabrina, do you want to see this movie? Do you feel as psyched as Kay Jacob is right now? Because I know you've been talking about the -1 trailer. She liked the -1 trailer. We talked about that, and I played this trailer for her. And what are your thoughts, Sabrina? You see the trailer? You see that it's out there. Do you like this? Do you think?
First of all, the trailer, whoever was narrating, I wanted to punch in the face. Number one. Number two, aside from the annoying voice that was talking, was aside from the person who was hurting my ears, the trailer was just so subpar in comparison to Godzilla -1. There was a moment in the Godzilla, I haven't seen it yet, but in Godzilla -1 where the fucking Colossus Rex saw it, he said he highly recommends it. He also said it was really good. But there's a moment where you see Godzilla's back and each one of his whatever, what are those things called?
The spikes.
Spikes, yeah.
Sure. I don't think that's technically what they're called, but yeah, the spikes. Like it was like each one came up one by one. It was like shh, 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 with the music, and it went all the way up to the fucking back of his neck, and I was like, yo, that shit looks fucking dope. Now they did like a ish version of that in the Kong Godzilla trailer, with the pink gamma rays. Like I don't know, it just seemed like the Godzilla -1 trailer versus this trailer was like not even a comparison. It looked like a B movie in comparison to what looked like it was going to be amazing. And I know people don't want to like read subtitles, and that like could be annoying for you, but like let's remember Parasite, which was super amazing and won all of the Oscars, and you had to read subtitles. So I don't know. I'm much more inclined to go see Godzilla -1. This seems like, I mean, he's got the fucking robo arm. There's like a whole nother group of like, is there like a shit ton of Godzillas? I mean, a shit ton of
like a bunch of Kongs, and like a rogue Kong that's going to be trying to kill them all.
A rogue angry Kong, and like
there's Son of Kong
team up to fight the other guy. Like, I don't know. It just seemed very convoluted, and whatever that bitch's fucking deal was who was narrating, I am going to hard pass on her. So I don't know.
Remember, he's a Titan. They exist. There's multiple.
I don't think that there's like 100 of them though. Like there's not 50.
Well,
Godzillas,
we thought he was the last one, but
wind.
we thought he was the last one because it showed his family and all them dead in the last one. So you think that they're extinct, both Godzilla and Kong, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like over time they're gonna find more. They're out there. They're not really extinct.
I know, but this
they're
looks
not
like
the last of their kind.
This looks like a whole island of Kongs. Like it's a little confusing.
And it probably is because you have Son of Kong. It's an original movie from the. It was actually one of the sequels that followed the original King Kong from the.
I'm just saying the Japanese films I feel like are much better and more well thought out and more like true to things than the American versions. Like I just don't feel like they do as much justice as could be done, to the franchise.
Sabrina, I apologize. It's called Spines. It's not Spikes. I'm sorry. It's the
Thank
Spines.
you, Spines. But I know. Well, very close actually.
But the cast, you got Dan Stevens coming in, Fala Chen coming in for new characters. You also got a bunch of characters from the last one coming back too. So I think fans of that would be pretty excited.
Tangerine's in there. I'm excited about him. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's great. He's freaking great.
And I will say this: as excited as I am about this new one coming out, I'm more excited about -1 because I'm telling you, the Japanese Godzilla films are on fucking point. If you have not seen Shin Godzilla, please watch it. Like I said, he's a tar monster. Like he's melting and forming from this toxic fucking waste, like the nuclear powers that it shows him evolution. Like the first half of the movie, he's a fucking killer blob. It's insane. It's so fucking cool. And he leaves a trail of toxic waste, so it's even more devastating because there's just thousands of people and the cities that he's obliterating left and nuclear toxic waste everywhere. So like people are just dead, dead. They're fucked. He's super fucked up. I'm sorry
Nick,
to keep
who was in the chat sometimes. Like Nick is obsessed with like these movies, and Shin Godzilla was his favorite Godzilla movie, and he just saw Godzilla -1 and he said now this is his favorite. He said it's only one of 2 of these monster movies, all inclusive, not just Godzilla, that he's actually cared about the human characters. So I think that there's a lot to be said about the relationship. I'm
happy to see great reviews in the chat. Thank you guys. I'm really stoked to go watch this.
Yeah,
Thank you so
100%.
much.
Oh, how you feeling about the Godzilla franchise in general? We have, the Apple TV Plus series. We have this movie. Like they were talking about -1. Are you excited about this resurgence of all these monster movies, or you think it's too much at one time?
I'm kind of in the middle between Sabrina and Jacob because if this is a direct sequel to the last Kong and Godzilla film, it's not.
It is the Godzilla and Kong.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
I thought we were talking about Shin Godzilla. You're absolutely correct.
This one is a sequel.
My bad.
Okay, I saw that one when it came to HBO Max and it was released directly on there, and I could not tell you the plot of that film. It was just so not for me. Like I watched it and I don't remember anything that happened. -1 gets me really excited, so I'm very leaning towards the Japanese versions of this because they seem to understand the character and the way that this monster needs to be utilized correctly, as opposed to what America's doing, which is I don't know what they're doing. I haven't seen the trailer for this new one. It just if it is a sequel, I'm not excited. But I'll check it. I'll check this trailer out. But -1, I'm definitely going to go see that in the theater. I don't, as far as like too much material. No, I don't feel it's too much right now. I'm definitely excited to see the one that's on Apple. Monolith. Is that what it's called?
Monarch, yeah.
Monarch.
Yeah, it's great. 2
I'm
words,
definitely
man.
excited to see
Kurt
that.
fucking Russell. 3 words. Kurt
Russell and Kurt Russell playing an older version of Wyatt Russell, his son.
Yes,
that's
they're
brilliant.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Again, if you get the characters, the human characters right, I think that it elevates everything else about Godzilla or King Kong. But unfortunately, that's not the case for most of these films. I remember Kong Skull Island was really well done. I really enjoyed that, but I remember the
Jack Black?
characters more than anything. No. Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson were in that one. And I remember the
Jack
characters.
Black
I
one?
remember
That was the
the-
Peter
that
Jackson King Kong remake.
Peter Jackson,
Thank you.
yes.
Yeah, Skull
Yeah.
Island was
Brie Larson can
fantastic.
fuck herself one more time, just to be clear.
Yeah, fuck Brie Larson.
Jack, Zach, what up, Zach?
hot take.
I'm sorry, I was getting
I'm like, where you go?
I had to pee.
Yeah, I'm with Queen
I
on
think
this
it's
one. I'll
fine they
watch
make more
anything with
Godzilla
Godzilla.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it. I just hope it's good. That's all I want. I want good films. I don't care if you make 100 Godzilla films in a year. If they're all great.
I want it to be good too. I really want it to be good.
Oh, I
was gonna
want it
put
to
the-
be good as well. Just to clarify, I do want it to be
I
good,
mean-
but I'll still enjoy it because I'm a sucker.
Any movie I go to watch, I want to be good. Like, why? That's the weirdest statement I've ever heard. Of course, you want it to be good. Like, I mean, isn't that what we hope when we go and spend money on a movie and sit down and watch it? We're not like, oh, I hope this is a piece of shit. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, no. What I mean
I
is,
like the
what I mean is, like,
'99
I just
Matthew
want-
Broderick Godzilla. That's what got me into those movies, and I realized that there's
Okay,
so much
come
better
on.
ones out there. So to be
That
fair, that was my
was horrible.
introduction,
Okay, come on.
and I was like, "Holy shit, this is
Dear
cool!" And I was
God.
like, "God, that's dog shit. These are fucking cool." But I still like it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's, it got me started.
When I said, I want them to be good, of course, yes. But what I mean is they could release 100 of them and I wouldn't get tired of them if they were good. Because it's like Marvel films. If they release a lot of Marvel stuff like they did in the last couple of years and they were all 100% like Winter Soldier, then nobody would be tired of Marvel films. They would be
The
talking about
odds
how
of that happening are
successful they-
pretty much 1%. And that's being
Well, at this
generous.
point, yes. At this point, yes, but it wasn't always like that. Like they were releasing after Avengers. It seemed like every other movie, if not every movie, was like an excellent, interpretation of the comic book. But now it seems like they are just all over the fucking place. So I just hope the Godzilla films are great. I don't have a lot of high hopes for this one, especially since you were saying, Brian, that the trailer doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some good stuff in it, but I'm just like,
Wait,
eh.
I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but I have a quick question. Because Queen said, has anyone seen Bambi Meets Godzilla?
I
Which
have not seen that.
I saw that too, but I have not seen that movie.
But
Oh,
Colossus
maybe
Rex,
I
it
watched that,
was
Steve Jacob.
very entertaining considering its length. Like, you both have seen this movie. Has anyone
Bambi.
else seen
No, I have not seen it. I saw it in the chat what she said. I was like, this is new to me.
This
I'm gonna
is
go look it
real?
up, though.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
think
go
it was
look
real. I
I
didn't
don't
think
know.
it could
We
be a
have
thing.
we have someone else corroborating Colossus Rex. Like, is that really a thing?
It-
I'm
And I
gonna
wanna-
get on that immediately.
Right. I also
Queen.
want to point out too.
You might be
I
the smartest one in the room.
guys, the trailer alone, I'm not worried about the trailer because so far the Godzilla franchise, the American one, has not disappointed me. I've really enjoyed all of them. I think King of Monsters is the best one by far, and I thoroughly enjoyed Godzilla versus King Kong because, like I said, they gave Kong a giant fucking axe, and you had Mecha Godzilla in it. So, like, I'm totally down for this new movie. So, I still have high hopes. I'm going into it with high hopes. I always go into everything with high hopes and low expectations because that's
Sure.
how I enjoy the garbage that I watch. So, I'm here for it. I'm not going to be disappointed until I actually get a chance to see it. And if it isn't that great, whatever. I got 4 other amazing fucking films that I can keep watching that came out before it. And you know what? Even if it's not that great, they're going to make another one. And I'm here for it. Because you still
Yeah.
haven't done Son of Kong and you still haven't done Baby Godzilla.
Well, that's probably what they're going to build up to Son of Kong. They show like
Obviously,
Baby
they
Kong
show
in
the
there,
baby at
so
the end. That's
And-
next.
maybe it ties in a little bit. I don't know. You got the Red Kong, regular Kong, and you got Godzilla with pink Godzilla. But to me, it looks cool. Like the special effects look great.
Do some more
But
research.
to me, overall, I'm like, Godzuki. I never
Want
really-
Godzilla versus Archie.
Well, that was the
Let's do that.
that was the Hanna-Barbera version, apparently, or maybe I don't know. It's a question. I wish you guys are so fucking
Very
smart
knowledgeable.
in the chat. Jesus.
But I have to say, this
Yeah.
is not going to be the end of the
Godzilla
Godzilla movies
crap.
and the Kong movies and all this. I
Love it.
guarantee they're going to
Thank
keep
you.
coming. I mean, it's the same thing we're saying, like Paul was saying about Marvel. It's like a franchise they're building on. They're making a lot of money doing it, and they're having fun apparently making it. So more coming. The trailer's out. Check it out after this. Put a link into it after this. But I'm so excited that I mean, I'm excited that's a movie that's happening. I'm excited about Godzilla, but I want it to be good. I want it to be good. Please be good.
Yes,
Please be good.
Great.
Please be good.
Be good.
Let me
And if
down
you're
a
not
little
good,
bit.
I
That's all I'm
expect a
saying.
lot of fucking destruction.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint.
Don't disappoint us, Kong or Godzilla. Fall in love, make some beautiful babies, and have a nice life after that. Maybe come back to the theaters with a better movie. That's all I want. Good movies. Good movies. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here on Cruise Control tonight. I appreciate you. It's always been a great time. Thank you so much. It was fantastic. It's been an awesome show. It was a lot of fun, everybody. It really was. Happy Monday. Kate Jacob, thank you so much for being here as always. I appreciate you joining us here on Cruise Control. Before we go, if you want to give your little, I know you're doing a Christmas special, right? So if you want to give a little bit of information about that, how we find you, tell us about IPA sessions before we take off.
Yeah, IPA Sessions is a podcast for independent artists. I have a Christmas special coming out December 12th. You can stream it on the regular podcast platforms, but I highly recommend you guys go to YouTube to IPA Sessions Podcast on YouTube. It will be my first official video. I am going to be doing video moving into the third season, and this will be the first video that will happen. So I'm going to put it out on video on YouTube, but of course you can listen on the regular podcast platforms wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you so much, Brian, Sabrina, for having me, and Paul. It's great to see you again. I love having my fellow redneck with me, so thank you guys.
Wow.
I love to say that.
Rude.
Thank you, Kate Jacob. Thank you for being here. Paul Allen Dixon, thank you so much from Film Vets. Everybody, check out Film Vets too. Great program. He's doing a lot of stuff we're doing too. I love collaborating with people that are doing this. And Paul, thanks for being here. Tell everybody about Film Vets before we take off here.
Yeah, we're a channel that's dedicated to, right now, trailer reactions, which is a lot of fun. I do it with another fellow veteran of mine I've been friends with since I was in the military. And we also have segments where we talk about people who were in or are in the military and are now in the entertainment industry. So we're also doing interviews. We did our first one recently with a veteran who's in the entertainment industry, and
nice.
We're hoping to do more of those.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
I'm
Check
excited
us
you're
out.
branching off. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love your takes, Paul. I love you having here. It's great to see you again. It's been too long.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was a fun show. Thank you both. Sabrina, my lovely co-host, thank you for being here as always. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good night tonight.
I had a great night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank
Yeah.
you, Queen. Thank you,
Wonderful
GR. Thank
Monday
you, Zach. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Colossus Rex. Thank you, all of my peoples in the chat. Honestly, the show is no fun without you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. I love you guys. Please keep coming back. And that's it. I'm super jazzed that you guys were all with us tonight. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jacob. Kate Jacob.
And thank you, Peppy.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Brian,
Oh,
thank you for
Peppy.
having
Queen.
me. Love y'all. Holla lazy.
And until next time, everybody,
Hey,
thank you for being
love
here.
you.
I think we're at 520, or no, I'm so off. 824 subscribers. The number keeps going up. It's driving me nuts. It's awesome. I love it so much. Trying to get monetized by the end of the year. Hopefully, we make it happen.
1,000 by Christmas. Let's go. 1,000
Let's
Christmas.
do
Let's
it.
get that Christmas present.
Let's make it happen. But it only happen to you guys. If you do it yourself, tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your
825.
825. Keep those numbers going. Tell the grandmas and grandpas, everybody out there in the universe, on any multiverse you see anywhere that's in the Marvel, the fucking gods of the world that are fighting each other, beat each other up, and they're not talking later, tell them to subscribe to Cruise Control, because they're doing that. They can subscribe, and then meantime, they're the self. They never have cell phones. The mailman, the postal man, the fucking chinchilla. We talk about all the time. It's our lovely friend now that comes back and scratches Peppy's back every day. He's awesome. Everybody out there, please subscribe. Tell the universe, because if you do, we'll get to 1,000, and then where's they keep going? So, anyways, until next time, everybody, have a happy Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you again for being here. Thank you, my co-hosts, my guests. We appreciate you all. Fabulous show tonight. I had a great time. Hope you did too. And until Wednesday, our Hump Day edition. See ya.
Can I send you my email real fast?
Yeah, for sure.
It's simple. It's IPA Sessions Podcast at Gmail.